With the Wano arc seemingly heading towards its end, and with the majority of fights pretty much wrapped up, I thought it'd be the perfect time to release a top 30. We're seeing most of the power-ups by now, and we gotta have a general sense of everyone's power level at this point. So without further ado, let's get started. Coming in at number 30, we have Katakuri. Future Sight, Devil Fruit is extremely versatile. Luffy's hardest fight pre-Wano, Big Mom's first commander. You can't say enough about Katakuri's strength. He definitely earned his place on this list. Coming in at number 29, we have Sanji. With Sanji's new power-ups, like his exoskeleton, his durability is insane. And his insane durability has allowed him to have harder flames, and that in return increases his attack power. And we know that the way to beat Katakuri is either extreme speed or having future sight yourself. So Sanji I have at 29 over Katakuri. Coming in at number 28, I have Kid. Now Kid hasn't really shown me a lot really throughout the entirety of One Piece. So this is more of portrayal than actual feats, because I haven't really seen much from Kid. He's kind of been a disappointment, to be honest. But because of portrayal, I'll put him at number 28. Coming in at number 27, we have Law. Now, Law's Devil Fruit is hacks, with the only drawback being his actual stamina. And he's actually been extremely impressive since Punk has it, especially now with his Devil Fruit awakening. I think him and Kid still have a little bit left to show in Wano. Coming in at number 26, we have Raw Bellucci. Now, this may be a bit controversial. Pre-time skip, Raw Bellucci was Luffy's greatest 1v1 fight. He had the Rokoshiki techniques, he had the Zone Devil Fruit, and now you go into the new world with the time skip and you give him Haki. If he was that impressive without Haki, right, can we imagine him with 2 years? Coming in at number 25, we have Boa. Now, this may be another hot take, but ever since we got the introduction of Advanced Conquerors, I've placed a lot of emphasis and a lot of hype on Conqueror's Haki users. And because we haven't seen Boa actually fight and go all out, she may actually have it. And because of that, I'm going to put her at number 25. Coming in at number 24, we have Magellan. Now, Magellan gets overlooked a lot, and I think he's extremely underrated because he soloed Black Bear's entire crew, and he was a menace. He was strong enough to put Shiryu in check. Coming in at number 23, we have Shiryu. Now, I was debating for a long time between Shiryu and Magellan, because before the Devil Fruit reveal of Shiryu, I had Magellan clear of him, but it's kind of hard now. I don't know how much that invisibility Devil Fruit boosts his actual power, so he could still be under Magellan, but I'm not sure. So the way I look at it is that if they were relatively comparable, now that Shiryu gets that Devil Fruit buff, I have to put him over. Coming in at number 22, we have King. Now, King is an absolute monster. Extreme durability, extreme speed, and he has the power to use flame attacks. That doesn't even have anything to do with his Devil Fruit. That's just from his lineage. We've seen him attack attacks from Zoro that actually cut through Kaido's scales. That shows how insane his durability was. And even for an ancient zone, he said it himself that his durability was different. Aside from the two Yonko, he's definitely the most durable person on Onigashima right now. Coming in at number 21, we have Mako. Yes, now I know Mako's been heavily disrespected. The way I see it, he has a really good Devil Fruit. And during this Wano arc, he's pretty much been like the overseer, fighting everybody. Like, I'll help this person here, aid this person there. And he was able to take on King and Queen at the same time. Granted, for a limited stint. That, coupled with the versatility of his Devil Fruit, is enough for me to put him at number 21. Coming in at number 20 is Yamato. Now, Yamato was one of the hardest people for me to rank because she has Advanced Conqueror's coding, and she has a Devil Fruit, and she was able to clash with Kaido for an extended period of time. However, it's kind of hard to gauge off of that fight because it is her father. So you really can't tell if he's really trying to kill her. I mean, he can say he is, but you know how it is. So it's kind of hard to actually determine her strengths off of that. Coming in at number 19, we have Sabo. Now, this was hard for me because I was debating heavily between him and Yamato. 'Cause I'm assuming now that he's gotten a significant increase in power after obtaining Ace's fruit, because in Dressrosa he still hadn't had a lot of time with it to get used to it. But I think now that he's kind of used to it, you add that on with his hockey abilities, I am comfortable putting him at number 19. Coming in at number 18, I have Lucky Root. I don't know if it was a data book on SPS or where I saw it, but it said that Lucky Root's role was kind of like Zoro's role. He was the combatant of the crew. So if that's his role on a Yonko's crew, to just be the combatant, he's got to be pretty dang strong. And the thing is, when the Marines were talking about Shanks' crew, they put a lot of emphasis on his commanders. So off that alone, I had to bump his commanders a tier above the rest, which is why I have Lucky Root at number 18. Number 17, I have Rayleigh. Now, this is another difficult one to place because Rayleigh is old, right? So we don't know how much his age has contributed to his downfall in strength. So that's really the difficult part. So I still have him at number 17, which I think is pretty good. Coming in at number 16, I have Zoro. Now, Zoro and Luffy have been the most impressive fighters in the Alliance this arc. So let's take a look at just Wano in totality. He one-shotted Killer. Then you see the moment he actually gets serious, he wrecks Apu, sends a slash at Queen that's so fast that Queen doesn't even have time to react, and it destroys his gun. And all of this was before the rooftop. Then he gets on the rooftop, and we see Zoro shine. We see them speed blitz Kaido and Big Mom, 2 Yonko. Mind you, Kaido speed blitz Luffy, who used Future Sight, so we know Kaido isn't some slow brute. We see him speed blitz Big Mom when he cut the fire, and we see them fight on the rooftop while constantly defending Luffy and taking care of Luffy. So he's literally handicapped in a sense. And we can't forget about that Dragon Blaze attack that he was going to use on Kaido. That was so strong that a Yonko in Big Mom told another Yonko in Kaido to dodge, and the attack was so massive and so strong that it cut the horn of Onigashima. If that attack had landed, the arc might have ended right then and there. Then we see his crazy attack power when he actually cuts through the scales of Kaido and he leaves a scar. This was something that 4 scabbards could not do. And then we see in the durability feat when he tanked a double Yonko attack. He tanked an attack from 2 Yonko, the strongest attack we have seen in the series to date. We seen Zoro tank that attack before Law roomed him out. He got up after taking that attack with damn near all of his bones broken, and he continued to fight. And not just that, he scarred a Yonko. That alone is insane enough. But after he comes down from the rooftop, he unlocks an even bigger power-up in advanced Conqueror's Haki. Zoro is easily top 16. Coming in at number 15, we have Ben Beckman. Now, we know little to nothing about his strength, but like I said earlier, the Marines put a lot of emphasis on Shanks' commanders, and since Ben Beckman is his vice captain, even without feats off portrayal alone, I have to have him top 15. Coming in at number 14, we have Luffy. He has advanced observation, he has advanced armament, advanced conquerors, he has extreme versatility with his devil fruit. Even right now, he is fighting toe to toe with Kaido without any gears. Like, this is just base Luffy going toe to toe and damaging a Yonko. So there's no doubt that after this arc, Luffy is going to be Yonko level. Like, there's no doubt. Coming in at number 13, we have Sengoku. Now, I never used to really rate Sengoku, but it was something that Roger said back in the flashback when he was like, oh, this all you brought for us? You should have brought Garp or Sengoku if you wanted like a real fight or something like that. So for me, that put Garp and Sengoku kind of like on the same level. At number 12, I have Garp. Kind of like Sengoku, I feel like they're pretty much the same strength. You know, I would take Garp over him, but it's really a pick him. Coming in at number 11, we have Green Bull. Now, we know nothing about Green Bull except for his name. We haven't even seen how he looks. So, off of him being an admiral, I'm going to just have to put him at number 11. Coming in at number 10, we have Fujitora. Fujitora Devil Fruit is crazy. That gravity to be able to pull down meteors. He's blind, so you already know he has crazy observation. Skilled swordsman, admiral. What more can I say? Coming in at number 9, I have Kizaru. The only reason I have him over Fujitora is because I rate the OG 3 admirals higher than the new ones. And I view Kizaru as kind of like a Kainu's vice captain. Coming in at number 8, we have Aokiji. Aokiji went 10 days with Akainu, and they were so strong, they changed the actual climate of an entire island. So there's no doubt in my mind that Aokiji is the second strongest admiral. Coming in at number 7, we have Blackbeard. Now, Blackbeard is kind of tricky because EOS, I definitely believe Blackbeard is going to be like top 3, top 4. He may even be top 1. But for right now, until I actually see that, he's a new Yonko. We haven't really seen him in action in the new world. So I have him at number 7. Number 6, we have Shanks. Now, I know a lot of people say Blackbeard is going to end up killing Shanks. I don't believe that. I actually believe that Shanks is stronger than Blackbeard, simply for the fact that Shanks doesn't have a devil fruit. So he's not at as much at a disadvantage against somebody like Blackbeard. Coming in at number 5, we have Dragon. With him basically having his first commander as Sabo, who's comparable to the other first commanders. He's definitely, in my opinion, on Yonko level. And honestly, he's Luffy's father, so he gets the Monkey D lineage boost. Coming in at number 4, we have Big Mom. Her area of attack is so vast because of her devil fruit. She can send down lightning bolts and shoot the flames at you. So she is a tough fight for anybody. Coming in at number 3, we have Kaido. He is an absolute monster. I don't think any Yonko can beat Kaido. I really don't think any Yonko can beat Kaido. His durability, his stamina. He's fought all of the Scabbards. He's fought Luffy, Law, Kid, Killer, Zoro. He's fought Yamato. All of this is one after another. So I comfortably have Kaido at number 3. Coming in at number 2, we have Akainu. And let's be real, a lot of people saw the ending of that Whitebeard versus Akainu clash and say, oh well, Whitebeard washed Akainu. Akainu put a hole in Whitebeard's chest and burnt half that man's face off. Yeah, Whitebeard snuck him in the end, and it was a hype moment, and that's fine and dandy. But Akainu wasn't out. Akainu went on to keep fighting. Coming in at number 1, we have Mihawk. Now, nobody is going to agree with this. Mihawk is by far the most disrespected character strength-wise in the entire series. 1, he's Zoro's goal, and people view Zoro as a commander level character. He's not a captain, so people like to put an imaginary cap on Zoro's strength and be like, Zoro's not a captain, so because Zoro's cap is only this, Mihawk can't be that strong. And the second reason is because he doesn't have a Yonko title, so people are like, okay, well, the Yonko are the top 4 strongest people in the series. The problem with this is because the Yonko title is not just about strength, it's about your crew, your territory. That's why Mihawk is not a Yonko. Just because you don't have a Yonko title does not mean you can't be Yonko level. That's number 1. Number 2, think about it. Mihawk has sailed the Grand Line for years by himself, and he doesn't have any scars. And he attained the title of World's Strongest Swordsman. Mihawk is one of only 2 people in the entire series with a World's Strongest title. Like when Mihawk was introduced, there was literally a title box that said World's Strongest Swordsman. Just like there was a title box for Whitebeard that says World's Strongest Man. Even with Kaido was just hearsay. Like it was like people saying a 1v1 bet on Kaido. So there was no confirmation. That was just hearsay. With Whitebeard and with Mihawk, there was literally a title box that says World's Strongest. Mihawk and Shanks were rivals. Shanks went ahead and became an emperor. So at the very least, Mihawk is Yonko level. Mihawk and Shanks are both swordsmen. But Mihawk is the one that got a Blackbeard, and Mihawk is the one that got the title of World's Strongest Swordsman. So Mihawk is stronger than Shanks. So if he was already baseline Yonko level, now we know at the bare minimum, Mihawk is top 5. So then we take a closer look at Mihawk. We know he has crazy observation. His epithet is literally Hawk Eyes, And before he got the epithet Hawkeyes, the plan was to give him the epithet Clairvoyance. So observation was always going to be a key component in his arsenal. We see in his observation on display during the war in that fight with Luffy. We see in his crazy attack power when with just a no-named sword slash, like a no-named attack, one swing of his sword, he was able to slice that ice wave in half. And whenever he would swing his sword, the attack distance was crazy. And all of this were no named attacks. They were just casual sword slashes. And a lot of people like to bring up, oh, well, Jozu blocked his attack. Well, we know about the breath of all things. Swordsmen cut what they want to cut and don't cut what they don't want to cut. We seen it when Zoro was fighting Mr. One and he cut the stone, but he didn't cut the leaf. And Zoro even said it, I can hear the breath of his steel. So the reason why the slash didn't cut Jozu was because Mihawk was not intending to cut Jozu. That was a slash meant for Whitebeard, someone who is flesh and blood, who doesn't have diamond properties. We see now that Zoro not only has Conqueror's Haki, he has advanced Conqueror's Haki. And we see in Zoro scar a Yonko when he didn't even know how to control Conqueror's Haki, and he was handicapped with 30 broken bones. Can you imagine if that was Mihawk fighting Kaido? Let's not kid ourselves. Mihawk has advanced Conqueror's Haki. So you have advanced Conqueror's Haki, crazy observation, crazy attack power, and guess what? Mihawk is the only character in the series with a black blade. Not Shanks, not Rayleigh, not Shiryu, not even Gold Roger. Swordsmanship is based in armament haki. So his armament haki has to be top tier if he's the strongest swordsman, because that's what swordsmen rely on. That's their bread and butter. With all these factors considered, there's no way I cannot have Mihawk at #1 in the series. So with all that being said, thanks for watching. Let me know what you guys think. Comment down below what your top 30 is. Have a good one. Peace.